Hey y'all,
Hey,
I'm Ebony,
and I'm Sugcora.
and welcome to the Unapologetically Us podcast, where we talk about life, mental health, fitness, finances, and everything in between. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you're new here, welcome. We're glad that you're joining us today for yet another episode. And shout out to you guys that keep coming back. We appreciate you.
We do.
So, child, listen. Life is busy.
It is.
Life is busy, and you know what? I'm not complaining, because I said going into the new year for me to knock off the things that I need to knock off. Life is gonna be busy for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no complaints with it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, like, well, it can get overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
And I bought 2 planners, a regular planner and a digital planner. And I'm like, oh, planners is cute, but now it's hitting me like, this is what planners are for.
Yes.
Right. So, I'm off tomorrow, whatever. So that's my day to kind of sit down and be like, okay, let me actually write this stuff out.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, every day counts.
Yeah.
So every day I need to have something done or some process moved or some type of thing going to keep me from being so overwhelmed. Take everything that you're doing, one thing at a time, and go from there. So no complaints, child. We busy, but we doing the thing.
Yeah,
I can. 2023.
Yeah, I can relate. I have really been busy, just trying to maintain a full-time job, to maintain the private practice, to do other personal things you want to get into. And I've been doing the challenges, which I was just gonna do a challenge for January, and then after January, everybody's like, hey, what's next? What are we doing next? So
that the record show, this the one I got kicked out on.
February challenge is on the way. We will be doing a ab challenge for February. So I am excited about that. But yeah, I agree. It's been busy. Life has been very busy. Trying to just be okay with slowing down for a second and saying it's okay to slow down, but still getting the things that you want to do accomplished. So,
one thing at a time, one day at a time, but don't waste the day.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. It's sometimes feeling like wasting that day is just a waste, because sometimes I want to know that I want to get up and go to the gym, and I'm deciding if I want to stay in the bed or go to the gym. And this week, I have been going to the gym in the afternoon versus going in the mornings, because I'm getting my rest, and I'm okay with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Still get my gym in though, but just in the afternoon versus in the morning. And I typically like to get the gym done in the morning, but getting that rest this week was important for me. So, yeah, busy, but okay.
No complaints.
No complaints. None.
That's what's up. So let's get into today's topic. Since you're talking about the challenge, that you have started and probably didn't even think about that you were starting a trend.
Right. I did not. Wasn't expecting it. Just was trying to, like I said before, trying to help other people get motivated, because I can reflect on when I was starting my fitness journey. It was hard to stay motivated. It was either, you're going to the gym with someone and then they stop going, so you stop going. And just being able to know that I was there and saying, how can I help someone else? And I get a lot of questions asking that, like, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep the consistency? So, yeah. So that was a challenge.
So would you say that was your motivation for starting it? Like, you thought about, okay, what's a way I can show people how to be motivated and hold themselves accountable?
Yes. So I would say that I started because of the frequent questions. But once I was thinking about it, because I had been thinking about it for a while, and then of course, the new year brings on new things, where it's like, if you scared, just go ahead and do it. What are you holding back for? So all the different questions that I was receiving and things like that. So I'm like, okay, let me get it together. And so I did a little bit of research and, talked to my sister a little bit about, what she thought and how I can actually implement it, how I can get people to get involved. And I just one day was, Canva is my best friend now. And I was like, let me just make a thing. And once I started playing with it, I'm like, I can do this. And then I get to thinking about the importance of it. And so that's when I decided I'm going to put topics behind it and not so much focus on the actual thing. Well, January was squats. So not to actually just focus on the squats, but focus on the consistency, the being motivated, the just the will of wanting to take a few minutes out of your day to get healthy, get physical, do something active. So
that would be. So would you say that's how you came up with the rule of post a video? If you don't post, you get kicked out.
Yes. So
it was like, if it's something that you really want to do, you will follow these rules.
Absolutely. And it's so funny because when I initially post the flyer telling everybody that it was starting and this will be, I didn't tell how many squats we would be doing. I didn't tell what the rules were. I privately messaged everybody and said, hey, on this day, a calendar will be sent out along with what comes with dedicating yourself to this challenge, right? And so I said, if you decide to. So I didn't want it like I was pushing anybody to do anything. And everybody was like, yes. So I then sent the rules to, their Facebook Messenger. And then once I created the group, I said, okay, well, let me put rules. Because if we're serious, if we want to really know what it takes to be motivated and what it takes to be consistent, to consistently go to the gym, to say what's 30 minutes, what's 20 minutes, or what's an hour, however, to be able to take a moment out of that day to do something that you want to do. Because you hear a lot of people saying, oh, I want to do. And we're like, well, why you not? So that's why I was, it was some people that I didn't have to kick out. Some people left. Some people was like, yeah, I'm straight, Because
it sounds good in the moment.
Because it sounds good in the moment. But you have to be ready. I can't push you to be ready. People can say, Sugcora, I need you to train me. What you and your husband doing? We need you. And then, dads have to get me to realize, like, when they want it, you're going to know that they want it. And so when y'all want it, we gonna know that y'all want it. But I'm always here. I'm doing the challenges to let you know that I'm here.
Yeah. That I was wondering like what made you come into, but at the same time I kind of felt like you was gearing towards something like that anyway. I didn't know if it would be a challenge per se, but I felt like you was gonna gear towards something. I didn't know if it was gonna be training yourself or doing like actual videos or whatever, but I knew you were gonna go into something because the demand for what you're doing and how you got to your point is so high. I know we were on the phone and you was like, people see certain stuff and I don't see it, and I'm like, but no, you look at, even if you take when you and Dad first started dating and you look at now, it's definitely a difference, right? And so which goes back to like, we see things that people don't see, but good to know like, okay, hey, with this challenge, if I'm going to say you have to be dedicated, disciplined, and hold yourself accountable, my challenge is going to have to reflect that too. Yeah. I can't tell y'all to be disciplined and hold yourself accountable, and then I'm not holding y'all accountable or letting y'all do discipline.
Absolutely.
And then some people have that with the kick out aspect, if it's a goal that you really want to do or whatever, to know that like, dang, I messed up and I missed this challenge. Not saying if you got kicked out that you just had to stop. You could have still went, but just not post. You just wasn't posting the video in the group. But it's like, okay, this time let me make sure
that
if I'm serious about it, let me make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Behind the challenge.
Yes, and that's it. You know, it wasn't to be mean and you know, make people feel like they're less than and all of that, but just setting that structure, setting that foundation. And January, I kicked some people out, but I was lax. You know, a lot of people were saying like, oh, I forgot today, don't kick me out. You know, and I'm like, it's not really about doing the squats. It's about the accountability and the consistency that is required to have to get up and do it. That's what the accountability comes in, where it's like, if I dedicated myself and said to myself or told myself that I wanted to run a mile today, I can't run it tomorrow and say that I did it for today. So the squats were the motivation, you know, to target some body parts, but
because people want to be booty,
because I promise you, y'all let me know if the squat challenge did something for you. but not just, oh, I'm gonna do 20, I'm gonna do my 20 from yesterday tomorrow. That's not what it's about. It was about doing it, saying that because day 4 said do this, and I'm doing this because dinner can wait, this can wait, that can wait. I'm dedicating it to this right now. It's gonna take, like, we made videos, and of course when we got up to having to do the large amount, because total in squats for our 15 days with 2 days of rest, we did 695 squats. And on the last day, on day 15, we did 100. And I told the ladies, which the challenge is not just for ladies, but I've told the ladies, break it up. And everybody like, no, I'm doing them. And some people did break them up or had different videos. But when I tell you, we got a lot out of the squat challenge. We got from the squat challenge that, one, we can do squats. We can be motivated and we can be consistent. We got video skills. You know, you had people like my sister and Rashara and a few other people. Casey was on there. They're making their videos. And they're posting the flyer that I put on there with the little images circling day ones and circling. And, you know, sometimes we have to speed the video up so that it wasn't that long. But I said all that to say that most of the videos were no more than 4 minutes, which means I can do under 50, between 1 and 100 squats in less than 4 minutes. What's 4 minutes or 5 minutes of my day? And even if I had to break it up, what's 3 minutes here, 4 minutes here? Nothing at all. So I felt like it was so beneficial. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, January challenge, I called it my first squat challenge, was completed. And then afterwards, so many people was reaching out, like, hey, what we doing for next month? And I'm like, next month? What? Man, let's do something. I need something. Ariel called me, hey, I need something. You know, people, ladies that I was in school with, they're reaching out like, hey, what we doing next? We need something for next month. So I was like, okay, let me get something for next month. And disclaimer, you guys, for y'all watching and for y'all listening, February challenge will be a little bit more stricter. Just based on the accountability. February's challenge is an ab challenge. And the focus of the group is encouragement. So where is Black History Month? See my shirt? It's Black History Month. We're focusing on togetherness. We're focusing on encouraging each other. Just doing things that benefit one another. So we're going to do the ab challenge for 15 days, starting on February the 7th.
So in other words, if you ain't following her on social media,
follow me.
You missed the start of this challenge, so just stay tuned for the next one and follow her, Sugcora Knighton, on Facebook and at Sugar for Me on Instagram.
So you trying to tell them that we doing a March challenge?
I said the next. I didn't say March. I said the next challenge.
I'm just saying.
Cause I mean, you always getting people abbed up and booted up. So somebody gonna listen and be like, sign me up for the next challenge.
Sign me up for the
squat and ab challenge, whatever you gonna call it.
Yes, I'm excited though. You know, I mean, I go to the gym almost every day. Anyway,
she in a given month she probably only missed 2, which is probably why she only gave y'all 2 rest days in the challenge.
But on the rest days, I was still at the gym.
No, I'm just saying, if in a given month you had a day you didn't go, it probably only 2 days.
Yeah,
not consecutive.
Yeah, because you know, well, the gym I go to is Anytime Fitness. So, well, you know, you go. Oh, they don't know though. But we go to Anytime Fitness, so we can go to the gym at any time, anywhere. Isn't that lovely? But anywho, there's an app.
With nobody in there.
Yeah, but we're gonna get you out of that. But
it be because they be in the way. I'm not worried about nobody looking at me. I'm not worried about none of that. I just want to go to the machine where I want to go to the machine.
Look, I saw a TikTok where there was a gym and they had a line for the people waiting.
And I would just wait.
I just wouldn't go. I would go when everybody sleeps.
Let me go when, now maybe like 2 or 3 people in there, cool. But if it's like 10, 12, 20 of y'all in there, y'all be in the way.
Look, you gotta say, hey, let's you just jump in with them. They do a set, then when they
you know the one I go to ain't that big.
Yeah, it's not that big at all. I mean, mine not either, but
it's big. Y'all bigger than mine.
Yeah, it is.
So, cause y'all got that whole other room over
y'all have a lot more machines. You know, like we were in the gym today. And we were working on shoulders, and Des was like, man, we need that shoulder press machine that they got in Zachary. So, but I mean, I guess so. But what me and Des decided to do is on the weekends, we're going to go to different places to go to the Anytime Fitnesses.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should join us.
The way my schedule.
Oh, yeah. We'll tell you about it. But anyway, I said all that to say that sometimes I go onto the Anytime Fitness, not sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I get onto the Anytime Fitness app and I check how many times I've went in and out. And so I 27 to 31 or 30. I don't miss much, but
2 days.
it's more so like a lifestyle now. Like when I miss or when I don't go or when it's late in the day, I have to decide, like, man, like I feel like something is off. Almost like if you forget something at home when you leaving out for work, you like, oh Lord. That's how I feel about the gym. Like I'm like, Lord, I ain't made it to the gym. So sometimes it's 9, 10 o'clock at night and I'm going to the gym.
Which is why I think if you do the first challenge and you do the second challenge, and you combine it with the proper eating and stuff like that, and you're seeing the results, you may end up becoming just as addicted to the gym as she has.
We gotta say addicted.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
I'm not addicted.
Yes, you are. That's a good thing though.
I just like it.
Well, my bad. You'd be more disciplined with going to the gym.
Much better.
Than
much better.
Then go
much better
to the gym that she is, but cause I know, like, which is why I tell people, if you see, tell me, because that'll be my fuel. Or when I didn't have the watch, my watch, I ended up getting another Apple Watch, and I had told Sugcora, I said when I switched up what I did and I was able to see how many calories I burned, I'm like, bet, let me keep going. And then without the watch, which will help me being consistent with the watch, is because it was just something about closing the ring. It was something about looking at like, oh, I burned, because I set my calorie goal for burning at 1,000. So at 1,000 calories, if I'm closing it every day plus my now the stand ring, give or take, it may not work. Mm-hmm. But if I'm closing the exercise and the move ring, they be my thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think with that, the people who are in it and finish it, if they're seeing any results, that'll help them keep going too.
Yeah, definitely. I miss my watch for one so much. Like I just gotta bite the bullet and give me another one. Whew. But yeah.
But I mean, you have to basically, from what I'm gathering with Sugcora's challenges, is that you have to want to do it at the end of the day.
Yes. And so I'm gonna tell a little bit about the challenge for February, the app challenge, and some of the rules that I'll put into place, and not so much of kicking people out. I will do that though, because again, where the focus isn't accountability, but it's still accountability.
We still forward.
Yes, we still doing that. It's not, oh, I'm gonna do my whatever the exercise gonna be. I'm gonna do them tomorrow. But I'm going to let them know. I'm gonna say, hey, let's make sure that we're getting X, Y, and Z done. So you'll see, because we plan on you being a part of this one. So,
well, like I said on the post, in the last episode we talked about it. I didn't know how. I didn't get the text about the Facebook group.
Yeah, you didn't.
So, you didn't. Like I said, I didn't know.
Baby, trial and error.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know.
I felt like you would have known. Like,
no, I was waiting to see. I was waiting to see, how we was gonna get it done. Yeah. And so then, like I said, I went to go check my doggone hair appointment, and I was like, oh, by that time I was out by then. But now that I know,
right, and
I know. Every day you need to go. Once you start this challenge, you need to go into your messenger app and send your video.
Right. Yeah.
I said, because in between jobs, if I got to go, if I, in the little hallway, prop my camera up and do my abs or whatever I'm doing that day in my work clothes, then that's what I'm about to do.
Absolutely, because you'll see, but the dedication to this squat challenge that I received, oh my goodness, thank y'all so much. But it was, people that had before bed, they're making sure they're getting their squats in. You have nurses who are at work, they kicking to the side in the hospital trying to get them maybe on a break, hopefully on a break. Just people at work, just in their offices, like it was so amazing. And I told, because I think a lot of the concern was people was like, oh my God, I really gotta post a video. And I'm like, baby, post that video. That's the accountability for one. Having that accountability, and then just the motivation, encouraging others in there. Good morning, queens. We got 50, 75 squats today. Let's get them done. Y'all got it. Our legs gonna be hurting, but we got it. So it was that, for me, made it like, I gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep doing it, because again, if little old me can help someone, I mean, I'm in a helping field, of course, but something that I've gained a passion for, if I can help. Because even just the flyer that went up about the squat challenge for February, the ab challenge for February, people reaching out, hey, where you working out at? How can I get you to train me? And I'm like, So like, is that in the numbers? You know, for me to go figure out this personal trainer type ordeal.
I see it.
Y'all let us know. Let me know in the comments if y'all think that personal training is something that I should pursue. But we'll see.
I see it come.
You see?
I thought about, taking you on as a trainer myself.
What? Well, look. I learned everything from my husband. He tells me everything. I'm gonna give him his props. And I think for women, and so I know that he'll post me, and all the work that y'all see, y'all, is my husband. He works me, and when I tell y'all he works me, and I used to complain, now I'll be like, he'll find me stopping what I'm doing, and I'm looking at him like, can I do that? Because I just love it at this point. But yes, so everything that I've learned, the consistency, I wouldn't say I started working out, but I started being more serious about working out. Now, he did show me the benefits of lifting weights, because I was scared to lift weights.
And most women are.
Yeah. As women, we think that if we lift weights,
it'll bulk us up. And we'll look manly, right? But the thing is, we'll sit and do cardio for months and months and months and look for a little change when you can lift weights. And lifting weights, it don't have to be heavy weights. You don't have to do all of that. But just lifting weights could still give you that slimness that you need or that you want. And I mean, I love the body that lifting weights have given me. And so, baby, it from what I was told, it snatches you. If you want a more snatch figure, you don't want that cardio. Just cardio only will give you that boxy shape.
Yep.
But if you incorporate weights with it or whatever, then you will end up seeing ways where you'll be snatched.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So once I saw that, I didn't run from weight.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I may complain.
But you're going to do it.
Like, God dang. Or whatever. But, I also know that for me, I need to feel work.
Right.
So if I'm doing a 5-pound thing and I'm just doing it's just really easy, then
Absolutely.
I was wearing a whole sweatsuit just to sweat. Cause I'm like, if I'm not drenched with sweat, I don't think I work. And that little thing I've been doing, no pre-workout, nothing. And my clothes been drenched.
I heard you say that.
So I do my Stairmaster.
Okay, yeah.
I do a Stairmaster. I took on the time also, and that would make me mad too, cause I got up to almost 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. But I started 10. So I do 10 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then whatever I'm working that day. So if let's say I'm doing squats and deadlifts, I'll do those weights, and then I'll end the day with 10 minutes on the treadmill with that. I saw it on TikTok.
Oh yeah, the TikTok.
That 7 to 10 incline on a speed of 3.
And they have another one. I'm gonna do it just to make me some content. 12. I forget the numbers, but it's like incline 12, speed of like 4 or something like that, for 12 minutes or something like it's like 12, 3, 12 or something like that.
So I do like a 7, but I'll start at 7, increase to 8, maybe 8.5, but I'll do it for 10 minutes and I keep it at the speed of 3.
Okay.
And when I say my clothes be drenched,
oh, and that's good because that's cardio, but you're still getting.
But I'm still doing the weight. Because even with the Stairmaster, and I don't know, maybe the air be off or whatever. One thing I noticed with the Stairmaster, and maybe it could be because I've been increasing my weight, but I'll still be sweating with the weight. Yeah. But before then, I wouldn't sweat. Yeah. So I'm talking about sweating throughout the whole workout.
Definitely. Now. Well, definitely. But for you and even for the people that's listening or watching, sweat don't matter.
It don't.
And I told her that. I told her that before. Sweat doesn't matter. Some people aren't sweaters, you know, and I guess it's just a person thing. But don't get discouraged if you don't. If you feel like you worked and you know that you worked, don't get discouraged if you haven't sweat. Don't kill yourself saying, I need to bust a sweat. I need to sweat. Because not everybody, because I used to get on a treadmill and I used to be drenched. But now I go and my body like, girl.
You could be sweating out alcohol. You just never know.
Now you could be sweating out alcohol because I was turned up yesterday. But yeah, I used to sweat, but now I could get through a workout and don't really face not.
I be needing to feel it, and maybe it's just like a preference for me.
It's mental
because even when I wasn't sweating, looking at my watch was like, okay, I might not sweat, but I still burn 500 calories.
Yeah.
Because I know your calorie burn is just as important as that. But I also, what also made me not run from weights was knowing like cardio while you're burning, you'll burn while you're doing cardio. But once you stop, you stop. But if you do heavy lifting, your body's still burning even after you're done. So that's maybe like, bleh. Now I ain't gonna hurt myself.
Right, yeah.
But like with squats with the bar and the weights. I know in high school I was squatting 4 to 5. So I know that if I'm going to squat 2 35s, or 35 on each side, that's light to me.
Yeah.
So I start at 45 because that's where I knew I'm more comfortable. Well, I know I can do that at least.
Right.
Then I build myself back up. But I know I'm by myself, so I ain't just gonna overdo it.
Yeah.
Just in case I gotta.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. But for especially with squatting, weighted squats, I make sure, and it's important to make sure when you begin to incorporate weights into your fitness journey that you're making sure that form and things are correct, because you can, hurt yourself for real. So it not all the time is how heavy you go most important. If you got the form down and the form looks good and you feel like you can go heavier, then yeah. But if you can't go heavier, you feel pulling anywhere or whatever, then drop the weight and just do more reps. Do, if you would do 10, go up to 15 or 20, so that you're still getting that burn that you need to get without going heavy, because you don't have to go heavy on, on weightlifting at all. You just need the burn basically. And so it's definitely important to make sure that form is correct. And so I know, when I'm in the gym, even now, I still make or want Des to, check my form to make sure that I'm doing things, because I won't know aching legs, knees, back, elbows, anything like that. So making sure whether you're doing squats, back, legs, shoulders, whatever you're doing, that your form is correct. And of course, YouTube, TikTok, they have so much content and videos out that shows you the correct form. And then of course, there's always also going to be so many other or different opinions of what is correct and what isn't. So use the judgment of what feels right for your body, because what feels right for my body may not feel right for Ebony's body. And so she may have to do something a little different, or I may have to do something a little different because what works for me. So when making videos and different content, like I don't tell people this is the right way or this is the wrong way, because my right could be wrong for you. So you have to do what's comfortable for you as correct as you can. Yeah, so that's important.
All minds clear?
All minds clear.
Thank you guys for joining us for today's episode. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, feel free to email us at unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. That is unapologeticallyuspod@yahoo.com. While you're at it, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at unapologeticallyuspod. We post clips and content on there as well, so be sure to follow us on there. And if you're watching us and you ain't subscribed, subscribe.
please subscribe. Is it a bell? Hit the bell.
Yeah, it's notification bell. Let's subscribe so that you'll be able to, find our episodes more quickly with being subscribed to our channel.
Yes.
Other than that,
plus this month, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're focusing on increasing subscribers. So please share.
Tell your mama, tell your dad, your sister, brother, cousin, uncle, baby, sister, cousin, Tracy.
Everybody.
To subscribe to our channel.
And if it's something that you guys want to hear, want to know our opinions, how we feel about it, a topic that you may want someone else to hear and they won't take your suggestions and you want to say, hey, listen to this. Send it to us. We're going to be more than happy to go down the pool of searching topics and things like that. So send us those, please. It is greatly appreciated. We're looking forward to them.
And I just want to shout out us. You gotta give your flowers where they're due. We've been very consistent with dropping episodes on Friday. I am proud of us. High five.
Yeah.
Because it was a struggle at first. It was trying to figure out what's the right rhythm gonna work.
Yes.
But we are dropping episodes every Friday. We are trying our best to have those episodes dropped every Friday morning. So at least by 8 o'clock, you should have gotten a notification from Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whoever you listen to us on, or YouTube, that a new episode has dropped. So to wind it down.
With the wind down.
Sugcora got challenges.
They here.
She on her second one. It's probably going to be many more to come. I ain't going to put the pressure on her and say March. But I'm just going to say it's going to be some more before 2023 ends.
Yeah, definitely so. It's probably going to be a March, but
so if you're not when we get there, following her, follow her. Or follow our page.
Yes.
But follow her too. Definitely. But follow our page. That way you'll know Sugcora has a challenge that's being dropped and feel free to join.
Yes. And
tell a friend to tell a friend to join.
And tell them to tell their friend
to join. Now, I don't know the brand of wine we had today.
Pretty good.
It was. It wasn't too sweet. It wasn't too tart. It was like in the middle.
It was.
I ain't even gonna pronounce this. J. It's spelled Roget. But the little thing over the E, so it may be Roget.
Roget.
I don't know. In the classic Italian tradition, American sparkling wine. Either way it go. I want to say Kizzy bought this.
Thanks, Kizzy.
Yes, we still got wine from my party.
Still. Period. Oh.
Yeah, we sitting around wine from my party. But it was good though. I would definitely buy this and put this back on my wine cabinet.
Well, good.
But until next episode.
Until next time.
Again, you can like, comment, subscribe, share, rate us on podcast platforms. And we will see you guys next episode. Bye.